In this short lesson, we'll learn how to do calculations involving significant digits in measured quantities. First, we'll start with the easier rule, which is rules for multiplication and division. When we have two quantities that need to be multiplied or divided, the number of significant digits in the answer cannot exceed the least number of significant digits in any quantity in the problem. In other words, that last lesson we looked at on counting significant digits becomes important because we have to look at the quantities involved and decide which one has less significant figures so that the answer can have that number of significant figures. In this first example, we have 0.10 centimeters times 3.286 centimeters. 0.10 centimeters has two significant digits. Decimal place is present. We go to the first thing that's not a zero, count it, and everything else in that direction. Two significant digits. Here we have decimal place present and 1, 2, 3, 4 significant digits. When we multiply this, the calculator, we can do this one in our head, but the calculator would return a value of 0.3286, and the unit would be centimeters squared. However, based on the rules for multiplying measured quantities, we can only keep the number of significant digits in the answer as the least number of significant digits in the problem. And in this case, that value is 2. So we have to limit our answer by truncating part of the number so that we only have two significant digits, and we look to the last number that is cut off and see whether it's bigger than 5 or bigger. And in this case it's 8, so we will round this up to 0.33 centimeters squared. Let's look at a division problem. We have 4 significant figures on top and 3 on the bottom. Our answer has to be limited to 3 significant digits. When we calculate this problem, we get 41.263, and the unit is meters. And we're only allowed to keep 3 significant digits right here. And once again, when we round this number, the last number cut off is 5 or bigger, so we round this up to 41.3 meters. Okay, so just as a simple review, multiplication and division, the answer must contain the same number of significant figures as the smallest number of significant figures given in the problem. Rules for addition and subtraction are slightly different because now we're no longer paying attention to the number of significant digits in the two parts to the problem, but we're looking at which number has the least amount of precision to the right. In other words, which one has more decimals. So the answer in addition and subtraction is limited in significant digits by the number in the column least far to the right. So let's look at these two numbers right here. We have 1,236.2 liters and 2.67 liters. So according to this rule, the least farthest number to the right would be the first number, and it only goes out to the 10th place. So when we add this together, we can only keep our answer out to the 10th place. We get a 7 and an 8, 3, 2, 1. So we must round this number up now. This is again bigger than 5. So our answer reported to the correct number of significant digits is 1,238.9 liters. Looking at the next one and applying the rule that we've just learned, the least far to the right in the decimal place is the first number, which goes out to the 10th place. The second number goes out to the 1,000th place. So we are limited in our answer to the 10th place. And when we add these together, we get 18.232. But again, we recognize that we can only keep our answer out to the 10th place. And in this case, we don't need to round up. So we get 18.2 meters. Subtraction is treated the same way. If we look here, this top number goes out to the hundredths place, and when we subtract this, we get 0, 1, 1, 8, 1, 8. and we must limit our answer to the 100th place, and so we correctly report the number of significant digits as 118.11. So those are the rules for addition and subtraction and multiplication and division of measured quantities using significant digits. Thank you. Pictures for school, take 2.